Hey guys, CJ from Team Loc Stations back again, and today I have my Punk Therion deck profile for you guys. I just want to show you guys what I would have played. I wasn't able to play everything because people weren't trying to sell regulars, people weren't trying to sell Coliseum. It was so much hassle. I was able to completely get everything I needed today. Even the tournament was yesterday, so I just want to show you guys what I would have played. Okay, I played I would have played three Punk Xamins. I would have played three Foxy Tunes, two Ogre Dance, and one Deer Note. Deer Note's the newest one. This is level 5 that you can summon off Fox Tune from the deck. Or she has an effect. If she's in hand, you discard, or you reveal another one, then you send it to the graveyard, then you splash them out. And when she goes to the graveyard, you can revive any one that isn't her. I think it says level 5. Anyone that isn't level 5 from the graveyard. So you would revive Fox Tune with, and then you'd make her with the Xamin, make it into a Chaos Ruler, you chain block it, so then you have 2 level 8s, so you can make a Zombie Dragon, or Zombie Vampire, whatever the thing's called. Or you can make Second and Punisher if you bring back the level 3. So she's like really good. She adds a lot to the deck. And also some more new cards we got. We have two Therion King Regulus. This is the Big Kahuna. This is the guy who just negates. This guy is crazy. He gives the effect to himself. I mean, he doesn't. He already has an effect, but if he's equipped to another one, if he's in Spell Checker Zone, he gives that one the effect to negate too, which is really good. I also play one Lily just for consistency. This one, you send another one. If she's equipped back here or up here, if she's on the field, you send another card, you search for a Therion Spell Trap. Also play one Duke Yule. This is another level 8 Therion. This one's effect hardly ever comes up. It makes your guys can't destroy card effects. It's like cool, but you mostly play it because it's level 8. It's a light, and you can add off Chaos Ruler. It's just another thing. Helps you play a little bit. Just a consistency card. It's like the best one because all the rest are like pretty bad right now. And also for another engine we're playing here, we're playing the Brave engine. This deck. This engine didn't get hit, so we're playing that still. You might be wondering why I'm playing 3 Xamin and also 3 Water Enchantress. I'm also playing 3 Rights because I just want to maximize my chances of seeing like the best cards in my deck. And also, since Xamin can get Ash, it's like if I open up this and Xamin, I'll always just straight use that. Because if this doesn't get Ash, they don't have Ash. They may have Imperma Veiler, but it's like then I'll just normal summon, use my Xamin, and then I'll still try to combo that way. I also prioritize the Punk stuff more than I do the Brave and stuff. They're just extenders at the end of the day, but if I don't need them, I won't use them. The Wandering Griffin Rider, also with the Red Rose and the Rocks Rose. This card's at 1 for a reason. This card is insane. The engine is still really powerful. You can Hawk it out. You can hard draw it. Also, they're both darks, so you know, Zombie Vampire can summon this, and also Chaos Ruler can add one of them back to your hand if you mill them, which is really cool. So like pseudo searchable. Also play Fairy Tale Snow. You know, we're milling 9 cards in the main combo, so odds are you probably hit this. Not saying it's guaranteed, but you also play Foolish Burial, so there's still ways to send it. I'm also playing Jet Synchron, and I'm also playing Shinobi Necro. This card is the sauce right here. Shinobi Necro. If you don't know what this card does, it has an effect of zombie success from the graveyard. You draw a card, discard a card. That effect never comes up. But its other effect is if it's banished for like to activate an effect or part of an effect, you can summon it back from the banish zone. So Chaos Ruler can banish this, and then come back, and also it can make a Baron because Chaos Ruler will come back and this will come back. And or if you already had the Baron on field, which you can in the combo, you can bring this back with Chaos Ruler, and then that'll set up with Hulk. If you have the Hulk up here, and you have the Chaos Ruler, and you have the zombie Shinobi Necro, you can set up the Red Calamity play during your opponent's turn, which is really cool. So it's basically like a turn skip. For go second cards or defensive cards, we play 3 Ash, 2 Veiler, 1 Crow. I really want to play 3 Ash, 3 Crow, but I feel like having the utility of being able to search either one, like pseudo off a Chaos Ruler, it gives it like more utility. If you open like one of this, you can search that, or multiples of that if you feel like that's better for the matchup. They're both lights and darks. Outside of Ash being really good against Daspia, that's one reason why I really play it, and it's just really generically good. Outside of that, I would love it if Ash was like a darker light, so Chaos Ruler can fetch it, but that's why I play these guys. Now for our spells, we play 3 Rite of Armistice, 1 Faithful, 1 Dracovac. This engine didn't get touched. The engine is crazy. It's like, if you're not playing this engine until it gets banned, I don't know what the heck you're doing. Now for our consistency boosters for Therion engine, we play 3 Therion Disc Coliseum. This is another new card. This guy has 3 effects. When it's activated, he's like a melting. He searches for a Therion card. Also, once per battle, or once per turn actually, if one of your guys will be destroyed by battle, even if you attack your opponent's monster, you can Foolish Burial with any Therion card, or the Argeo system from your deck to the graveyard to protect it once. And also, even if you battle and one of your guys die by battle, you can add one of them back from the graveyard to your hand. It was like cool when he's like going to activate this search one. If you like kind of brick, you can attack with something weak, send the guy, and then Regulus in hand that you search off this, activate it, and make phase 2, summon it out, or Lily or Yule or whatever the heck you got, which is like really cool. A lot of utility with this field spell. It's really good. And here's the one Argue system, which I don't want to play the one because you can send it off of this. It's also consistency booster if you open up this in the Therion. Because this is a Foolish Burial, just activate hard out. It's Foolish Burial of any Therion card. And also in the graveyard, you can target itself and another one and add one to your hand, put the other one to the bottom. But you can't use both the effects at the same turn, so you have to pick and choose which one you want to use. Which is like, it's like a really good follow-up play. Also, you can mill it off Chaos Ruler and mill this one and another one, another Therion. You can use it like that, add one to your hand. It's like a really good card. I feel like one is perfect because you send off this if you need it. Or you also, I don't know if you need it, you just always will send this one first, just to have a guaranteed follow-up if Therions in the graveyard. We play 3 Emergency Teleport, 1 Basil Road, 1 Called By, and 1 Foolish. I feel like all those cards are standard. I don't gotta really explain like why they're there. Let's get into the extra deck. For our Link monster, play 1 Axis, 1 Appaloosa, 1 Unicorn, 1 Hawk. That's it for our Link monsters. Now for our Xyz monsters, we play 1 Melier of the Trees. If you don't know what this one is, this is a new addition, or it's not. It's an old card, but some people might know what it does. Some people might not. It requires 2 level 3 Earth monsters, which is basically like 2 Zaemons. And it has 2 effects. You can detach one to Foolish Burial any plant, which is basically the Lily, which is like the only plant you're playing in this deck. Or also you can target a plant and special summon defense, which is it's cool because then you can special summon defense, search the Coliseum. For the rest of our Xyz, we play 1 Zombie Vampire, part of the combo of the Mill, Hope Harbinger, and a nice boss monster Endel, and Zeus. And 4 Synchros, play a lot of them. 1 Formula to help with the Hot Red combo, 1 Shooting Riser Dragon. This one helps send snow. Send Token Collector post side. They send other things to change its level to make some of your other Synchro monsters, which is really cool with the Synchro summon during your opponent's turn. It's like, because you could send Jet Synchro and make it 6, and then if you already have snow in the graveyard, you bring back snow, this 6, and snow makes Baron during your opponent's turn, which is really cool. It's like a different modulation that you could do with this. And then also we play Chaos Ruler, obviously part of the Mill combo. It's like a really good, helps unlock the Therions for your hand. Hot Red, Jet Synchron plus Chaos Ruler makes it. Just another boss monster you can end on. It's a really good negate. Helps beat activation negations. So if they open up like two like 1 card, like 2 Power Desires, you use Hot Red, negate the effect, they can't get the second one, which is really good. So it's like he's a good one to end on if you can. The 1 Bear on the Floor. There's multiple ways to make it. It's like a really good hard negate. You can shuffle it back to your extra deck, summon another guy from the graveyard, which can help for your follow-up plays. They come up. Psychic and Punisher. This is a new guy. This is like my favorite monster to end on when I really get hand trapped to death, or if I feel like I'm going to get hand trapped to death and I don't really want to extend a whole bunch. While your life points are lowered, he's just unaffected by other cards' activated effects. So basically everything. He has another effect where at the start of the battle phase, he can gain attack points equal to the difference of life points between you and your opponent. And also, he's a quick effect. You can banish 1 monster you control and then target one other card your opponent controls, any card they control, but it has to be a monster you control, and then just banish both the targets. And you pay 1,000 for that, so that'll make the gap even that much bigger in the start of battle phase. And then he gains the attack points and he keeps it. And our last guy will be a turn skip. Hot Red, Dragon Archfiend, King Calamity. You synchro summon this with Hulk, Shinobi Necro, and Chaos Ruler. It makes so your opponent just can't activate nothing. They can't respond to it. It's like it's a turn skip. So unless they're setting like Eldritch cards, they're pretty much not playing and they're losing next turn since this is 4K. For the side deck, I played 3, or I would have played 3 Joel. I would have played 1 Token Collector. This is like a nice side end for Snow, if snow's not really good. Even though most times I keep snowing, I'll just hide this in as well. So I have more utility. If I open one, I can send the other one shooting riser, and I can use both of them against the said matchups. Oh, one illegal night. This is like really insane for going second. In testing, it's been really good. Haven't been, haven't played in tournament yet to really like utilize in like a full multiple round event. Also, 2 talents are sided, 2 twins to help with back row, and to go with that, also 3 lightning storms, and then 3 D-berry. And that is it for my deck profile, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed, and if you stick around, I'm gonna show you guys a random hand, and let's see what organized chaos we can come up with. Okay, and let's get into our one and only deck profile or testing for this. Nice. Just gotta make sure it's really nice and shuffled since I already power shuffled off stream. Let's get a cut and let's see what we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ash, Foxy, Ash, Detail, Therion, Coliseum. Okay. We have the 1 card combo and we have a discard, so which is really good. So we will start off with our E-Telly. Let me bring this on out. There, okay, I see that a little bit. And we'll E-Telly for Xiamen. Then we'll use Xiamen's effect. We already have Foxy, so we can search for a follow-up, which will be our Ogre Dance. I used to play the other one, the one that searches the trap, the Madam Spider. She was kind of bricking on me, so I just decided not to cut her, or to cut her. And so we have double Ash. And we don't really want to discard our Therion since we don't have Therion in hand. We'll just start with the Foxy. Foxy, send itself, send Ash, up the blink. And we session out with the Deer Note from the deck. So, like, this is a really fun deck, guys. It's like, I'm by no way, shape, form a master of the deck yet. I'm still learning deck as I go. It's like there's so many different lines you can go for, so many different combos. So many different boss spots you get on, different than the ones I'm even playing, which is really cool. So now, this is a standard combo, that makes 8. Synchro those 2, go into Chaos Ruler, chain block the Chaos Ruler with the Deer Note, targeting Fox Tune and bring back. And also a good reason to add this too is also because this gives you dark if you don't hit 1 to bring back the Chaos Ruler, which is really cool. Now you mill 5, mill right, mill Shinobi Necro, mill Regulus, Aggro System, and Duke. Okay, so I would add Duke to my hand, send the rest to the graveyard. Those are really good mill too. Now right here, if you want to stay protected, since this is like, I think, what's that, like the 4th summon, you can add Coliseum, or activate Coliseum. You can search for another Regulus, use Regulus, equip another Regulus from the graveyard to it, or use Duke to do it if you don't want to use the Coliseum yet, which I don't know why you wouldn't. And if you didn't have that, you could, if you didn't have the Duke in hand, you can use that, shuffle back to Regulus, put this at the bottom, and then add Regulus to your hand. If you hit another one, it's like cool different utilities you can do. So now you protect it again from a nib right here. So now you go into the Zombie Vampire. You will use Zombie's Vampire's effect. Send the Chaos Ruler to mill 4, and your opponent mills 4 as well. Since we went in with the Coliseum, let's get another shuffle and cut. 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So now since we milled, we can, if you played like Therion Spell Traps, I would just special in that, send something, and then search for one. But since I don't, also I'll Jet Synchro. Which now we have Tuner Axis, which helps. Now we can use Chaos Ruler effect, banish Shinobi Necro, and never mind, we don't have a light in the graveyard yet, so we can't do that. Sorry about that, guys. We're cheating. First, we gotta link that off into a Hulk. Then we can Hulk effect. We will bring out a Red Rose Dragon. Then we could use Duke's effect. equip a Lily Borea to it. Synchro these two. But before you do that, actually, you can use Lily effect since Duke has the effect. Send her to the graveyard, search for Therion Spell Trap. So you have another guaranteed follow, another Coliseum. Then we can synchro these two away for Psychic and Punisher, and then use Red Rose effect to summon Rox Rose from the deck. Then Rox Rose effect to add Basil Rose. Like this deck just, it's like once you start milling cards, it's like it can do so many different things. So now since you have the Light and Darks, you can bring back Chaos Ruler by banishing Fox Tune, and you can banish this Shinobi Necro. And then Shinobi Necro's back, banish, he comes back. And it's like right here you can end here, and this will be that banish during your opponent's turn. That'll go into the formula, and formula with these three, that'll make the hot red during your opponent's turn. But if you don't want to go for that, you know, you can just do those two. Go into a Baron. You can use Basil Rose, bring back this. If you want to just have more negates, and then synchro those two. Or you off into an Appaloosa for 3. So then this end board, you would have Appaloosa for 3. You'd have Regulus, Omni Negate, but doesn't destroy. You have a Baron Omni Negate that destroys, and you have second Punisher who can banish any of them. And then just you can also banish yourself too. Let's see. And also, if you wanted to have second Punisher like be like a better interruption, you could do that. You can have him discard. I would hate to discard it, but probably the Coliseum. And then you have second Punisher banish this, banish one of the monsters. You have 3 negates for that, and you get another negate here, so you have 5 negates and a banish. And also, actually, since you have this stone, if you didn't use that, you can use that to add Lily back to hand. Since you haven't summoned Lily, you can summon Lily out. Equip that one with Yule. So actually, you could have made Appaloosa with 4 negates if you wanted to. And since this is an 8, you can't make nothing with that. Since I don't play any level 9 synchros. I mean, I do play this. I mean, Hot Red. But you need to make it that with a synchro, so you won't be able to use that with that. I don't play Geomathmex, so this won't be able to make anything. And it's like the deck can just, you could just do so many different things. Like this is off a nice 1-card combo, but also with really good mills. And that's it for my combo tutorial. It's like the deck is really fun. You can do so many different things with it. And this whole entire time I was protected by at least 1 hand trap. And then, you know, slowly became 2, and then it became just too much to deal with, and your opponent would probably just scoop it up. Thank you guys for watching.